Well, that about wraps up day 2 of TechCrunch Disrupt and many rounds of the startup battlefield. Joining me now in the studio backstage is Loic Le Meur, founder of Seismic.
Hello, Evelyn. How are you doing?
Good, good. So we've seen many presentations along with many keynotes, but what are some of your highlights?
So what do you think about TechCrunch being acquired by AOL?
I don't know if I'm allowed to comment yet.
Oh, no? But are you happy?
I mean, I'm happy. The whole staff seems to be happy. Obviously, Arrington, he just wrote a post not too long ago.
I'm going to make an interview of Evelyn. I'm just hacking it completely.
You're really not allowed to turn around the tables
you sure?
like that.
You're sure?
But,
so you're happy you like it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so Arrington just wrote his post and he gave his whole reasoning, his justification
why did he sell?
So why he sold, he saw it as a good match. He saw AOL as having the resources that he needed to kind of make TechCrunch kind of the next
bullshit,
level.
Right?
You can ask Arrington, so we can have Loic hour later. So, turning back to Disrupt, let's talk about the battlefield. So,
but are you going to call it AOL TV or?
No. So what I heard, and I asked Mike about this, is do we get to keep the name? And he said absolutely. You know, it's still TechCrunch. You know, nothing's going to change in terms of the editorial vision, according to Mike.
Very cool.
So,
congratulations.
Thank you. Anyways, back
I'll
to
stop
what we're.
teasing you now.
Can I ask you questions?
But how much did he sell for exactly?
I don't know. You know, I just don't know. So, anyways, tell me about what you liked from. This is the third time I'm asking this question, so now you really have to answer it. What did you like from the battlefield?
So a few things. One startup is his name is completely unpronounceable. How do you say it?
I like how you're rifling through this fact because there's so many of them.
Schwab.
Which sounds like Charles Schwab.
Yes. And so,
not a financial firm.
I like the field. So Schwab. I think they should change their name first. That's
yes,
the
absolutely. Well, there's a few of them where it's just like, who advised them?
What's up with those names?
Anyway, so back to Schwab.
So, well, you should at least be able to pronounce it. So they have, they are in a social commerce space, pretty much like Blippi.
Yeah.
And I think it's very exciting. If I wasn't doing Seismic, I would probably be focusing on that space. So I really like it. So aggregating the different APIs from Zappos, from what is it? From Groupon, from all of those, and like making it that you share what you buy.
Yeah.
I think it's very promising. That's one which I liked. I also liked very much the. This was a video. I like video. You know, I like video.
Yeah.
So it was a video Game Crush.
Game Crush, yeah.
So I've
heard a lot of good buzz about that.
Yeah, right. You could play with someone else on video, and I think they have a smart model where you pay by the minute. It reminds me of the good old Minitel in France, which was that business model, very good one. But the energy is cool. The energy is cool. They are. We had a lot of women too on stage.
Did you see the women's panel this morning?
No, I missed this one. How was that?
Oh man,
You were
it
the
was
moderator?
pretty heated. No, I wasn't. Sarah Lacey was. I didn't get to catch the entire thing. I was kind of running around doing other interviews at the time, but you can check it out all online. And Alexia Tessotis has a great post on it about kind of. It's interesting. It kind of eventually came into quite a heated debate, but you know, I think they agreed in the sense that like there's room to grow, obviously. So that's to be continued.
Yes.
So I don't know if you got a chance to check out Startup Alley a little bit.
Yes, I did. I
what
really
are some of your observations there?
Well, first it's packed, so congratulations.
Yeah, it is packed.
You're doing a good
It's almost
job.
a little too packed. It's a little bit hot outside.
No, AOL is doing a great job at gathering startups, and then
you can still call us TechCrunch.
there is one. No, I think it's a great deal. Congratulations. So there is one which I really like, but I have to put a disclosure because they are friends. Is DataSift.
DataSift, yes.
Yeah, because it lets you really filter the streams from Twitter first, but soon many different networks in an amazing way. For example, I did a search filtered by what my users Seismic are saying, not about Seismic, but in general. And it's super impressive because you get, of course, it's a lot of data, but you can feel. What are their interests, what are they doing. You can then filter it by locations. I could say I want to see what my users in Tokyo are saying about anything, right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't understand anything, of course, because it's in Japanese. But then I would need Google Translate. But yeah, it's. I think it's very cool. It's very.
They have a better name.
What I hated the most, since you ask, is a Russian investor, if you look at this, who just grabbed me in the corridors and started talking to me only about copycats.
Really?
What do you
the
think?
Groupon copycats or just copycats in general?
No, he was telling me the only thing I'm funding is copycats of interesting things in the US. And he started telling me how would you select them and so on. And you know what I told him? I said, this is so sad. You should just not do that.
Exactly.
And that was like really, look, that's why Europe is not innovating, because they're focusing too much.
I mean, that's a huge continent. You can't just say Europe is
No,
not innovating.
no, but the entrepreneurs and the investors should not,
Yeah.
like there are like 25 Foursquare clones,
Of course,
right?
yes.
And that's not, that's why it's not.
It's not disruptive.
That's why the cutting edge is more here. But of course there is innovation in Europe, don't get me wrong, but like why copycat? Like that, I hated this.
Well, let's leave
Don't
that
do
on.
a copycat.
So looking forward to tomorrow, before the final round when all these companies will battle it out. We're going to have some key panels in the morning. So up first, well, not up first, but one of the ones that I really want to see is Barry Diller of IAC.
Oh, what are you expecting?
I have no idea, and that's exactly
You like
why
his hair?
well, obviously, he's a heavyweight in the technology sector.
You mean he's a little fat, or?
Oh boy.
Anyway, I'm not drunk, I promise.
That's
I
what I'm looking
just like to
forward
play
to.
with you. Yes. So no, I think he's a big deal.
Yeah, he is a big deal. Yes. And so also, we're going to have LinkedIn's Jeff Weiner, and they have a product announcement coming out tomorrow. Yes. LinkedIn is very good, and of course that's incorporated in the whole seismic platform. So there's that, and there's a panel on mobile advertising, Red Beacon demo, but also in the afternoon we have a fireside chat with Kevin Rose. What do you think about that?
I'm a big fan of Kevin. I think he's one of the most charismatic and fascinating entrepreneur around. He's a good friend too.
Yeah, look at that picture.
He's
wow.
been, are you in love or something?
No, it's just like he has this intense look about him there.
Yeah, no, Kevin is so into it. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Kevin. He's very, like he created, WeFollow was one of the very first, Twitter directory of users. And I like his agility as well. He reinvents Dig all the time. So I'm really hoping he will be successful.
He reinvents it, but it hasn't been an easy ride for him lately. Like, so, Dig 4 came out and very mixed reviews. Some users were really pissed, started using Reddit, and there was also the talk about how they didn't have the engineering sources.
But pissed is good, because it means they pay attention.
Yes, well, that's true, but you don't want them to be so pissed that they're not using it.
That's right, but you don't want users who don't care at all. So, pissed, sometimes it's good. Look at how Ning, went from a free into a full paid model.
Yeah.
They had a lot of pissed users as well, and I just visited them, this morning, and they're doing great. So I think Kevin is very agile, very smart. He will go for it.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll also see how he deals being in the hot seat tomorrow. So that's pretty much tomorrow, and then of course we have the final round of the startup battlefield.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see who's the winner. Was it Yammer last year or 2 years ago?
Saludo was last.
Oh, it was 2 years ago.
Yammer
Yammer
was in May. Was Saludo. So they're actually here at this conference, and we're going to have an interview with them tomorrow as well, live backstage during the cocktail hour. So, and they have a very amusing video to show how they put the cup to great use, and we'll have that for you as well. So that about wraps it up until tomorrow. Thanks again.
Thanks very much, Evelyn.
Yes.
And it's a great deal. Congratulations.
Thank you.